toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So NC State's offense will come out first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man by himself. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. grabbed in the middle. It's Grimes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rutherford.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buying some time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know it was coming to him.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now on the move. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it. It's Haynes. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Caught behind the line. It's Rivers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to pass, it's King. Skips away from pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Anderson. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grab behind the line. It's Rivers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Rutherford. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Powell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight end set on 3rd and goal. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Immediately fires to the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. To the air, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Finds the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And some room to work. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Hauls it in. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
We've got a timeout in the remaining seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He's going to let it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer.
Wow. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Rivers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Fakes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Yellow Jackets will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grimes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Here comes the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Wolfpack line up facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
Rides the back and leaves it.
They're trailing by 11 to Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. That's caught. It's Rutherford. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Powell. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on to midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Gets the back moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, NC State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Quick handoff. He's out past the 35. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got a man. It's Rutherford. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down, looking for more.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to... Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Gotta find a completion on this one. Fires to the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown, and they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, you want to send them home with an L and go for two? You want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins.